The myco-mulch breakthrough, how cardboard and mycelium are quietly rebuilding soil from the ground up. If your soil feels tired no matter how much compost you add, this may be the missing piece you've never been told about. Beneath every thriving forest is a hidden network doing the real work, breaking down waste, feeding plants and storing fertility for years, not just weeks. The myco-mulch approach taps directly into that system, using nothing more than cardboard, fungi, and moisture to rebuild soil faster and more naturally than most conventional methods ever could. And once you understand how it works, you'll never look at cardboard or mulch the same way again. This is not about shortcuts or gimmicks. This is about aligning your garden with the same biological engines that build soil in nature and, doing it with materials almost everyone already has access to. Why cardboard matters more than you think. Cardboard is often dismissed as just a weed barrier, but in a living soil system it plays a far bigger role. Plain uncoated brown cardboard is almost pure carbon, and carbon is the backbone of soil structure. When laid directly on the soil surface, cardboard acts as a slow-release carbon source, while also moderating temperature, retaining moisture, and protecting microbial life from harsh sun exposure. As cardboard absorbs water, it becomes an ideal habitat for fungi. Unlike bacteria, fungi thrive in layered, undisturbed environments rich in carbon. This is where the myco-mulch system truly begins. The cardboard isn't just suppressing weeds, it's feeding the organisms that create long-term fertility. The real magic happens when fungi arrive. Mycelium is the vegetative body of fungi, and it behaves less like a plant and more like an underground internet, if you can believe it. It stretches through soil and organic matter, transporting nutrients, breaking down tough materials like lignin, and forming direct partnerships with plant roots. When mycelium colonizes cardboard, it starts converting that rigid sheet into bioavailable carbon compounds that plants can actually use. This process improves soil aggregation, increases water holding capacity, and unlocks nutrients that were previously unavailable. Over time, the soil becomes darker, looser, and more resilient, even in beds that once felt dead or compacted. For gardeners at Crop Corner, this matters because fungal dominant systems are especially powerful for fruiting crops, perennial beds, trees, and long-season vegetables. You're not just feeding plants, you're building a self-sustaining soil economy. So, let's talk about how to prepare the ground without disturbing life. Honestly, one of the biggest mistakes gardeners make is, excessive digging. Myco-mulch works best when the soil ecosystem is left intact. Start by mowing or cutting existing vegetation as low as you can. Leave the roots in place. Those roots will decay underground, feeding microbes and creating channels for air and water. Next, lay cardboard directly over the soil surface, overlapping edges generously so light just can't reach through any gaps. This step is crucial. Light leaks invite weeds, and weeds compete with fungi for space and moisture. Before moving on, thoroughly soak the cardboard. This is not optional. Dry cardboard really resists fungal colonization. Now, introducing mycelium the right way is key. While fungi will eventually arrive on their own, introducing mycelium accelerates the process dramatically. This can be done using grain spawn, sawdust spawn, or even crumbled mushroom stems from edible varieties. Just spread the mycelium directly on top of the wet cardboard while it is still saturated. Once you've got everything in place, go ahead and cover it all up right away with some organic mulch. Straw, shredded leaves, wood chips, or even a mix of those. Any of them work just fine. Just make sure your mulch layer is at least 5 to 8 centimeters deep. This setup creates darkness, holds in humidity, and keeps the temperature steady, which is exactly what fungi need to really spread and do their thing. So, why does this system feed your plants slowly but deeply? Well, unlike those quick-release fertilizers that give you a fast burst and then fizzle out, myco-mulch actually feeds your plants by biological conversion. As fungi break down the cardboard and mulch, they release nutrients bit by bit, keeping pace with what the plants actually need. That way, you lose less nutrients, avoid salt buildup, and skip that boom and bust cycle that can really wear plants out over time. The mycelium, well, it also stretches out the effective root system of your plants. Thanks to these fungal networks, plants can reach phosphorus, trace minerals, and water way beyond where their roots normally go. That's one big reason why crops in soil rich with fungi end up more drought-tolerant and have stronger immune systems. In real terms, that means you'll see fewer deficiencies, need to water less, and get steadier growth all season long. So managing moisture without overwatering is, well, a bit of a balancing act. Fungi really thrive in moist but oxygen-rich environments, you know? If you overwater, it actually suffocates them just as easily as drought kills them. That cardboard layer, it helps regulate this balance by soaking up extra water and then releasing it slowly over time. In most climates, once the system is established, deep watering about once every 5 to 7 days is usually enough during dry spells. Each watering should deliver around 15 liters per square meter, and you want to apply it slowly so it can really seep through the mulch and cardboard layers. So what happens over time beneath the surface? Well, within just a few weeks you'll start noticing these white fungal threads weaving their way through the cardboard and mulch. After a few months, the cardboard itself starts to disappear. By the end of a single growing season, what started out as a barrier has actually become part of the soil itself. Earthworms follow fungi, and then microarthropods follow earthworms. This whole cascade builds a soil food web that just keeps working, even when you're not out there in the garden. Each season adds another layer of complexity and fertility, making the system stronger instead of depleted. For raised beds, market gardens, and backyard plots alike, this method scales effortlessly. You're not importing fertility, you're growing it. Planting into myco-mulch without disruption is, well, pretty straightforward. You don't need to remove the cardboard to plant. Simply cut small openings where transplants or seeds will go. Keep cuts minimal to preserve the integrity of the fungal network. Over time, plants will root through the softened cardboard with ease. For direct seeding, you'll want to create narrow soil trenches through the mulch and cardboard, then fill those with compost and sow your seeds just like you normally would. Once those seedlings are established, just gently pull the mulch back around them. This approach honestly keeps those fungal highways intact while giving your crops exactly what they need to get started. So, why does this method fit the crop corner philosophy? At its core, myco-mulch is really about working with biology instead of fighting it. It turns waste into wealth, cuts down on inputs, and builds soil that just keeps getting better year after year. It's simple enough for beginners, but still powerful for folks who want to really regenerate tired land. This is the kind of system that, well, rewards patience with resilience and observation with abundance. It doesn't depend on trends or fancy products, just on understanding how life already works right beneath our feet. And once you see your soil transform, you realize you're not just growing crops. You're actually cultivating an ecosystem that gives back more than it ever takes. If this guide helped you see soil in a new way, go ahead and subscribe to Crop Corner for more deep, practical gardening knowledge that actually works. And hey, share this with a fellow gardener who's still fighting their soil instead of feeding it, and let's keep growing smarter together.